Hello and welcome. Because it is Thanksgiving this week, we're going to talk about God's riches. Starting with Malachi 3:10. Here's a beautiful thought about those riches God gives us. They are necessary tools to help us overcome the forces of evil in the world. Amazing. Check out Ephesians 3:8 through 10 in the KJV to see what Paul did with his riches. Giving you these lessons is some of what I am doing with mine. What are you doing with yours? Don't let them go to waste. Luke 16:1. Ask God how He would have you spend them for the good of His kingdom. Oh, and don't forget to thank Him for them. Remember, the more of them you give away, the more of them He gives back to you. Philippians 4:19. They are His riches. He just gives them to us on loan, but what interest He pays when we invest them back into His kingdom. They come from His glory, and He distributes them to those He chooses because He knows who will be good stewards of them. They are not just money, oil, gold, or diamonds. They are so much more, like love, joy, peace, compassion, hope, faith, grace, mercy, justice, freedom, free will, understanding, good health, integrity, moral character, answered prayers, time in His awesome presence, wisdom, sound minds, taste, eyesight, hearing, smell, common sense, our talents and abilities, rest when we need it, food, water, even the air we breathe is one of His riches. Salvation, all of them are priceless, and He gives them to us for free. Why? Because He loves us and He wants to bless us. All of His riches are good, and He never runs out of them. Close your eyes. Listen closely. Can you hear Him whisper? There's more where that came from, and it's yours for the asking. That's why there's no reason to hoard them or bury them. How do we get them? By being in His will, because that's what puts us in His will. Another way we is by praying in His Father's will. We are not entitled to them, and we do not deserve them. They are given to those who have an attitude of gratitude and who are humble in spirit. More of them go to the needy than to the greedy. Sometimes they are given to help us learn how to receive. Think about how rich you are. When we have a strong relationship with Him, we are richer than Mr. Gates or Mr. Musk ever thought about. Why? Because we know where true riches come from. 1 Peter 1:4. Our riches will not fade away. No, no good, nor can they be taken away from us. Worldly riches will disappear, but God's riches never will. Just remember that chorus. Earthly things don't matter, they just fade and scatter. when they're touched by love divine. So open up the sky, fall down like rain. We don't need blessings, we need you. Open up the sky, fall down like fire. We don't want anything but you. When we have Jesus, we don't need anything else. He is our full shalom. God gave His very best to us, His Son Jesus, and that's good enough. Google the song, More Than Enough. Where the Spirit of the Lord is, there are riches galore. This is why every day is Thanksgiving and not just the last Thursday in November. If you want to be rich, just turn your eyes upon Jesus. Look full in His wonderful face, and the things of earth will grow strangely dim in the light of His glory and grace. That's exactly what we'll see when we get to heaven. That's why earthly riches don't even come close to those riches in glory. In the musical Zorba the Greek, the story opens with him singing, If I Were a Rich Man. As Christians, we don't have to sing that song because we already are rich in so many ways. You may ask, where can I find them? They there are several places in His Word, at the cross, or like Mary in the living room, sitting at His feet, soaking in His presence, or when she found Him outside His empty tomb. They are everywhere. You just have to know where to look. You may send your prayer request to He Answers TWO@gmail.com, and we'll ask Him to bless you with some of those riches and glory.